Earn schedule is something you'll see mentioned briefly in the PMBOK guide at page 233 as an emerging trend. What is earn schedule? Well, I'm going to show you here. If you look at this plan value curve, you see we have a pretty significant S-shaped curve for our project. And here we're seeing our earn value as behind schedule. And instead of reading up to the plan value to calculate an SPI equal to EV over PV, we're going to read horizontally over to the left, pick up the plan value curve, and then read down to the timeline and ask ourselves, at what point in time should we have achieved the earn value that we've achieved now? So for example, if we're at an actual time of 17 days now, but we should have achieved this earn value at 9 days, then we'd say our earn schedule is only 9 days. And then we have a time variance equal to the earn schedule minus the actual time. And this line of thought leads to a whole system of equations for earn schedule and projections under different assumptions. And in particular, we have a TPI, time performance index, equal to the earn schedule divided by the actual time. And it's interesting to note that if we simplify that S-shaped curve of the plan value to a straight line, then the TPI simplifies and becomes equal to the SPI. So what earn schedule is really doing is it's more accurately dealing with that strong S-shaped curve of the plan value. And if our project has a very strong S-shaped curve for the plan value, earn schedule is probably going to lead to more accurate indices, a more accurate picture of how we're doing with regard to schedule. How important is all this on the test? For the PMP test, I would say not all that important. For the test, I think if you understand this picture here, how to determine your earn schedule, that's really all you need to worry about for the test. In the real world, it's more difficult to say. These equations here might be useful under certain situations, especially if you have a strong S-shaped curve to your plan value. It's going to tend to give you more accurate indices. If you look at the similar triangles here, you can see how the TPI approximation with a straight line for plan value becomes equal to the SPI. Another place where TPI is much better is if you're late. The SPI leads to total nonsense here. As you approach completion, very late, but the SPI approaches 1.0, makes everything look good when everybody knows you're incredibly late. Whereas the TPI gives you a much better picture of how you're doing. But again, how important is this in the real world? Well, if you have a simple project and you're just doing something very linear, the earn schedule might be valuable. But for a project with dependencies and complexity in your schedule network diagram, you really need to understand your critical path and any serious trouble on your critical path. If you have a plane crash of trouble somewhere on your critical path, that's what you need to understand for schedule, because otherwise good news away from the critical path can disguise the indices and make things look better than they really are.